Everyone loves an unexpected plot twist, but your education shouldn't be one of them. And nobody understands that better than Southern New Hampshire University. SNHU's online degree programs provide the flexibility you need, backed by support you can count on. With over 200 affordable options in psychology, criminal justice, business, and more, SNHU is built to fit your life and your budget. Visit snhu.edu/lastpodcast to learn more. That's snhu.edu/lastpodcast.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
There's no place to escape to.
This is the Lost Podcast.
On the left.
Side stories.
That's when the cannibalism started.
Side stories. Yes. This is one of those things where people want to ask, like, what's the most difficult part of your day, Henry?
Yeah.
Right? Like, how hard is it to be
Who wants
you?
to ask that?
Everybody, all the reporters.
Who's ever asked that?
There's these reporters outside of my home. Like, all of these people coming to me, Henry, what's incredibly difficult about your day? Civ 6 is one of those things that is difficult to do. It's a whole other side life. It's all other side, like, it's a job that I have. When I leave here, when you don't see me, the responsibility I have to my armies inside of Civ, I don't even have my headphones on.
But isn't even one of those games where you don't even play as the characters, you just dictate to the characters what to do?
Do you have an idea how
difficult
it is to be the general of everyone?
Yeah, but I don't.
Coming for me, questions. How do we run production?
But even by video game standards, it's easy to play.
It is not. It's actually very difficult.
No, I know it's difficult. I know the strategy, but I'm saying physically, it's the least physical video game that you can play, and games aren't even physical.
What do you mean?
You don't even do this. I'm looking at my little PlayStation fingers.
So you're trying to tell me that you're Madden. You're saying that your
Madden is more athletic than your Civ.
Okay. You know what? I try not to ever give you an inch ever.
It is true.
But I'm starting. Yes. Okay.
It is
I can
true.
see how I have seen you play because, like, to be honest, it is kind of nice because you do need the movement. Right, it helps you get some cardio.
I'm going to get a home gym. I was just Googling them. That's the first step.
Is that the guy from Big Bang Theory? Is he going to show up at your house and he's going to fucking suck your dick until you lose weight?
I am.
But I can see, yes, I've seen you work up a sweat playing Madden. I don't know if it's good or bad. I feel like you should check the heat in your home.
That was pandemic.
But Civ 6 is different because when I'm out, again, we were talking about right before we started recording with Fernando about how, like, I just can't sleep after I play because I get so wound up.
You get wound up.
So now I've been playing Wilder Myth, which is a new RPG game because I like XCOM because it's a fantasy version of XCOM. They're not paying us any money.
No, they're not.
It's years old.
This is also not Holden McNeely's show where we talk about video games that make us fatter.
I can make it Holden McNeely show. You ready?
Oh, God.
Henry, why am I so big? Henry, my shirt's getting small. Like, he did say that to me. He's like, I must have shrunk all my clothes in the laundry machine. I was just like, I don't know, man.
All right, welcome to Side Stories, everyone. Yeah, you got one of our oldest friends. Again, 25 years of friendship, and it just seems if you only read the dialogue of what you say about him.
I hate him.
Yeah.
But it's not true. It's because, again, you only roast the ones you love, unless you're paid for by Viacom.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Well, we have a small update here. What to start with? Do we want to start now? Honestly, that's kind of a hard segue into Idaho.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, it's tragic. Everyone, we all know it. It's horrible.
I'm getting in a lot of messages from people that are within the town. It is pronounced Moscow.
I did not realize that.
Idaho.
I thought it was Moscow.
This
is very difficult. Maybe put an umlaut over the O.
No,
Moscow?
I think that would be Moscow.
Moscow? But
the people that I've received messages from, everybody is obviously still very frightened about what happened, and there is a lot of rumors swirling around, which is why you have to be very responsible.
You do.
And how we present this information.
Because we are fourth-hand reporters. So we can't mess this up. If we mess this up,
I don't know.
We're screwed.
I mean, because that's the very fabric of America is the fourth person away from anything that matters.
Technically, we're the ones, we get the word out the most. So we have to be careful. But speaking of hands, there was a handprint that has been going around making news. It was on the door window or the glass there of a door, I believe. And there was some speculation that could be from the suspects.
What we talked a little bit before the show is that right now that's still sort of like a nothing burger. We're not quite certain what that's leading to yet. We do know that they have eliminated a lot of suspects because there was a guy that was called the hoodie guy. That was a guy that was near the truck. They went to a food truck. So 2 of the victims went to a food truck after hanging out at a bar all night.
At 1:40 in the morning.
Some hoodie guy was there making wise cracks, right? So people didn't know if it was him. He's been exonerated. There was another dude that one of the victims was said to have a stalker, but they think it was just some guy that saw her in an ice cream store, walked in and was like, "Sir, so like, you get ice cream a lot?" And then he like walked away because that's what she said. Eventually, she doesn't know. So whether or not there's a stalker or not, that's another one we don't know.
It's scary, dude.
We have no clue, but they're saying the handprint. One thing that might have been leaked. Again, we have no fucking clue.
No
this is about
idea.
the 4 murders again. The 4 murders that happened of these innocent,
in the University of Idaho. Horrible. Ethan Chapin, Zaina Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonkovs.
But they're also saying that it might lead towards a speculation that that the murders were targeted, because that's what they're trying to figure out now. Was it targeted? Was it a burglary gone wrong? But nothing was taken, so that doesn't really seem necessarily like it makes sense. But
and then, of course, we have the 2 people that were on the bottom floor that were not harmed, so
and they've also been exonerated.
Yes, they have crossed their T's and dotting their I's. The dog
did nothing.
Has been exonerated.
Unfortunately, because I can also see Wendy watching me get murdered.
I do know, yes, of course, and then she'd be like, "Can't wait to eat him. That'd be good." But I can only imagine how horrified everybody is there. So truly, our hearts are with you guys, and we hope that you stay safe, lock your doors, and more sleepovers. This is a good time to have more sleepovers with friends.
Yeah, I just see your dirty little thoughts.
Why?
Because this is all about, because that's what I would do.
No,
sleepovers. This is the time. If you're a player right now, if you're one of those players, they still use that word. If you're a player guy, you're a bit of a playboy. If you're a lad about, you go down to the University of Idaho.
They're all college kids. You know how they are. They're all horned up, full of semen.
This is the time you're like, things are scary out there right now, Benjamin. Right? It's just fucking, it's scary. I know that you're the only woman named Benjamin I know.
Yeah, I know. Right? I'm pretty hot. You know I'm a man, right?
Yeah,
Trevor.
It's college. But listen, wait, why don't you come over, right? Because it's so scary. And
making popcorn?
Yeah, we'll make some popcorn. I got a whole batch of fresh condoms. And it's all just really about being safe. That's what it's all about. It's about being safe.
Well, there you go.
We can hold each other in the night.
Absolutely. Can't wait to do that with you, Mr. Trevor. I'm sure everything will be absolutely fantastic.
I'm a bit of a gad about.
I know you are.
I'm a lad about town.
Your reputation precedes you.
People, listen, there's some, I travel my way around the panty world.
I know that you do. You are full of STDs.
Now, there's also an update we got. Again, why I love our listeners is because he's so smart.
They're smart.
He's so smart. Yeah. Is he like me?
Oh, Forrest.
No. But you're so smart. We asked the question last week.
Again, that movie, I love Forrest, but I think Jenny really needed to treat him better.
She was a predator.
I talk about it. I know.
She was a predator. He was a mentally disabled man, and she milked him for his cum. And then she stole his cum from a veteran.
Are we talking about
a veteran?
Are we talking about Holden again? All right.
Well, okay, so you guys are so smart. You're so smart. We asked the question last week. Why don't we just shoot nuclear waste into space?
Into space.
And apparently it is, number one, basically technologically impossible.
Great.
Anything that you send into space is a loop, right? It goes into sort of like what they call, what is that? When planets go.
It goes into orbit. Yes, right? Like the gum.
I'm so glad I'm explaining this. So you could send things out, right?
Right.
But the thing is that you have to beat the sun's gravity, which actually is very difficult because so it's very difficult. Anything that you send even to lower space or even just outside of lower space, slowly but surely could come back to Earth, right? It can melt in the atmosphere. That's number one. Because I also found out that it's 97% of nuclear waste is manageable. Right? This all comes from this video. What these guys are called. I can't pronounce the name of the YouTube video that I saw that was sent to me by you guys. And it's called like Kurzakazat. Kurz-Gazette.
Kurz-Gazette.
I wish I could help them.
I love Kurz-Gazette. As a matter of fact, he's a new exchange student there at the University of Idaho, and I heard he's got a huge Russian dong.
Go have sex with him.
He calls it a Sputnik.
He's making compromise.
Yes.
So that's one thing, right?
One thing. It comes back.
It can come back and it'll land. So, all right. So 97% of nuclear waste is manageable.
Great.
And manageable-ish, right? We take
Fantastic.
it, we bury it underground, we melt it into a bunch of glass and concrete, and we hide it.
Put
right?
a nipple on it.
But there's 3% that's extremely dangerous.
Right.
That we don't know what to do with. And every single country has got a pile of it. Apparently, there's something like 100,000 tons of this very, very dangerous nuclear waste just sitting around.
Well, that's good.
And so most governments currently are on the kids will figure it out.
Kids will figure it out.
They are just kind of rolling the dice, figuring out those Zoomers. They love TikTok. They'll figure out nuclear waste.
Absolutely. It's only 3%. Why wouldn't they?
We'll get it done. But this is the thing. So we send it out one layer
As a matter
of space.
Of fact, I think they might be putting into this Rockstar energy drink.
Is that why you got well so fast? Oh.
I mean, it did take me about 10 days.
Yeah, you were sick.
And I gave it to my little brother.
Fuck yes. Yeah. Got him. That's what he deserves.
It follows.
But you had sex with him.
No, I did not, and that's disgusting. And please, God, keep it out of your mouth. Okay.
So the loop, so you try to make a bigger loop, right? You try to go maybe we'll fire it into the sun. It's actually very difficult to fire something into the sun.
I believe that to be true, yeah.
Because me too, I just thought, shoot it into
the sun. Right? I say let's maybe not try to shoot many things into the sun.
But you
leave the sun alone. It's only got a couple more billion years left.
Yeah, honestly, let it live.
And once it goes, we're done.
Eat, shine, love.
I watched one of these little videos. They said, what if Saturn was gone? And then we just get hit by a bunch of asteroids because apparently the asteroids get sucked up into Saturn's butt.
But also, the moon is the reason why. That's why they get all upset.
Apparently all of them are pretty important.
Everything is pretty crucial.
Yeah.
At this juncture.
I guess. I was like, who cares about that Saturn? It's a shitty car. And then it turns out it's helping us not have being bombarded by comets.
And this is called growth.
Yeah.
We're learning every day, and we're learning all about it because most of the times we just see planets as a thing that you go sell pizza out of and then you have sex with children in the basement of. But it's nice now that we know that these are actually celestial bodies that are outside of our realm and they're protecting us.
Right there in
like our
Washington,
older brothers.
Absolutely.
And so that's one thing, right? So it's very difficult just to get it out there. It's also apparently it's very expensive.
We don't have that money, huh?
No. Would you feel like if we all pulled our money together, right? Like, because
you think this should be on us? Maybe a swear jar for the government. Every time a government official swears, they put a dollar in the jar. You put a dollar in the jar.
Yes, every single time they stick their finger up like a child that they cloned.
You put a dollar in the jar.
Put a dollar in the jar.
Mr. Graham, did you put the dollar in the jar?
Let me smell that finger, Prince Andrew.
Oh, God.
So again, very expensive. We don't want to spend the money. And then apparently they don't want to set up the precedent of shooting things at the moon. Apparently that's also like no one wants to normalize it.
I understand
because
completely.
Once we're in the normalizing it, then everybody's going to want to shoot shit at the moon. I know I'll want to.
Well, look what happened when they started to allow dunking in basketball and how out of hand it's gotten.
Oh,
so what I would say, though,
it's a distraction from my favorite part of the game, which is the dribbling.
The layup. The WNBA. You're going to enjoy that. If you don't like dunks and you like dribbling, you're going to like the W for winning basketball. Nuclear energy. Why don't we do that? We could have energy independence. Let's talk about it.
We're just saying it's difficult. Yes. And then the last thing is that rockets tend to explode. And then if you shoot them up and if anything goes wrong with the rocket, it's just going to spray everything with nuclear waste.
All right. Well, there we go. We'll just keep it right here on Earth. Well, let's move back let's take it to Earth, shall we? Let's take it to food. Because, Henry, this story, I think this is a warning for you.
Me?
You like exotic.
I'm invincible. I'm Teflon.
You're really not. But you like exotic foods. And you also hate all of the foods that you eat. You believe I'm the top of the food chain. It's a little man's disease.
I believe that it is within our rights, respectively, as the apex predator of the planet Earth, to choose amongst the cornucopia of other lives of we can eat them.
You're a regular
because we made the phone. All right, we made the phone.
We didn't do anything.
When the squid, I did nothing.
Yeah,
but if the squids can figure it out, how to use a fucking phone, and even they can even use a phone.
They could. I bet you they could over time. They can put blocks in the proper hole, which people think is pretty cool. Liver King.
Okay.
But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But
now Liver King is, This story.
You're upset about Liver King?
No,
He's
I
on
love
steroids.
it. No, fuck him. Fuck that piece of shit. It's so funny. Well, because
he's a 5'5" man.
Well, yes, he is.
You're actually taller than him.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
No, and I know because it's like.
But that's why everyone knew he was on steroids.
Well, everybody knew that Liver King was on steroids. The problem with Liver King. So, for those of you that don't know, I brought this up on his show a little while ago. People have been obsessed with the social media account, the Liver King. It's a guy that he sells a bunch of supplements.
All
he lives with
organs.
his hostage family.
No,
right?
they're not. To be honest, his family seems to be pretty happy.
Lightly brainwashed, but loving the money.
Yes, I think so. He calls people that eat normal food primals. Which I didn't think that was bad.
No, it's the opposite. Primals is good.
I don't think it is.
No, it is good.
He called a bunch of people primals, and he seemed to be calling them mean things.
Primals are good. He's saying mean things because he's one of those guys where he says mean things.
Are you sure primals are good?
No, I know for a fact. I've been watching his social media for a year. Right? It's primals, because it's a whole thing about the primal lifestyle. He lives these certain primal tenets. And one of the big primal tenets is that he lives naturally. He doesn't wash himself unless it's in a river. He doesn't cut or shave. He does not use any sort of artificial soaps. You must smell like a fucking diaper filled with a dead raccoon. He must smell like, he must be disgusting. I can't even imagine. And then the other thing is that he only eats raw meat. So he said he only eats
meat specifically.
And organ meats. Well, he eats the tongue, like he eats the kidneys and shit like that. And again, everybody's been saying he's juicing. If you look at him, you know why he's juicing, because he has got a perfect body. And then the thing is about primals.
Well, he has the perfect steroid body.
Yes, but if you really lived primally, you would wax and wane. You'd go between skinnier when you are in the winter months where you've been eating grubs.
When you're not dehydrating, when you're hibernating.
When you're hibernating, and then you'd also go through kind of blubbier phases. You're not going to get cut. So then a YouTube channel leaked a series of emails about his fucking lie.
Long story short,
and he quadrupled down saying that he has never once ever touched steroids.
But now he has admitted to it. And he said, I lied. And he spends about $1,100 on them. But anyway, that's not really a crime story.
It's like fucking, it's a lot of money. It's like
it's
$12,000 a month.
Was it 11,000 or 1,100?
No, 11,000. And this whole thing got dug out by a group, by a channel called More Plates, More Dates, which is a guy who says quote unquote live natty. And that's me, man. I live natty. I'm all natural.
You are all natural. So that's a little update on the Liver King. And speaking of bizarre foods, there was a fella, and he's a father, and he lives in China, and he has a daughter, and his daughter was swimming in a stream. And then she got bit by a live crab.
I mean, it's very scary. I hate animals. This is what you're saying.
Yes, indeed. And so for revenge, the father said, "You fucking bit my daughter. You bit my daughter. I'm going to bite you."
Yeah, man.
Very De Niro-esque of him.
Very much so.
Turns out the crab had the final revenge because it gave him a bunch of worms.
Well, it's kind of fun, right? Because unlike the Liver King, this man really did eat something. He sacrificed himself for his family.
Yes. Right? 2 months after 39-year-old, his name, we'll go with Lou, I believe. Lou from Zhejiang, which is I think I almost did that right. In Eastern China. Yeah. He swallowed the crab. He went to the hospital. He's like, I'm not feeling so good.
Well, he did it to impress his daughter. His daughter thought it was so cute. He picked up the little crab. He went crunch in his mouth, and she was like, "Oh, father."
Well, this is nice that he was protecting his daughter. I remember when a group of ruffians, they threw snowballs at me when I was 9 biking. I was on a bicycle, and they threw snowballs at me.
What do you think was it about it? It was probably because you were tall and weird looking and
no, they were bullies. They were just mean. They were like old, like in hindsight, they were like freshmen in college. Yeah. I think that they were stupid.
Very much so. That's the main thing. They're raging against the fact that you still have a future.
Yes, and my father went over there and he said, "You fuck with my son again." But it was so weird because it was much less abuse than he gave me. But my dad said, "You don't fuck with my son. I fuck with my son."
Do you think that, does that not feel weird? SideStoriesLPOTL@gmail.com. I know it's a new thing, right? You want to defend your kids. But my thing is that is it not like the mafia? Does that make you look weak to the other kids? And now, your father's got to come and do your fights for yourself?
they were old. They weren't kids my age. I handled my beefs.
Yeah.
I handled my feuds. Okay?
Yeah, I know. I've seen you handle some beef.
Absolutely. So this guy, again, he eats this crab in front of his daughter. His daughter's like, "You're the best dad of all time." And then it turns out he went to the hospital and tests found changes to his chest, his abdomen.
He was wriggling with worms.
And digestive system. And everyone's like, "Well, what the fuck is going on?" And then the doctor was like, "Did you eat something special?" And he said, well, I wanted to take revenge for my daughter, so I ate this live crab.
And they all were like, they high-fived him?
Yep, and he said when we were by the stream, my daughter was pinched by a crab, so I got angry and put it in my mouth for revenge.
It's cute.
And then he was infected with at least 3 different parasites. So there you go.
Well,
so be careful.
There is a thing that they do. I think it's also medicinal. They said there's a folk remedy that they do where they take live raw crabs and they soak them in liquor. It's like alcohol.
A rice wine, I think.
They do that. But no, it is technically it is not recommended to eat anything raw that you just found on the beach. You should wash it because you saw the story with the guy with the slug. Who ate the slug and he fucking died. His whole body got ripped apart from the inside out from parasites. You really got to what you're going to want to do with the crabs, you're going to want to get a bunch of them. You want to get some potatoes. You want to get some corn on the cob. You want to cut that up. You want to get some bay spice. Honestly, that's my favorite. Then get some Old Bay. You pour it over that. You can honestly a nice beer boil. That's that's how you want to do it. That's medicinal.
Although I'm not much of a shellfish guy, but they do say even if you bake it or if you pop it in the booze and you boil it, they say it's still not going to kill all the parasites.
No, it can't. No, it doesn't. So you're embracing the chaos.
I wonder what that is. When I was a child, I always said, well, what's wrong with having a big old worm in you? And it eats some of the food for you.
I just think you were lonely.
Well, it would be nice to have a friend like that too. But it was kind of nice because you would hear stories about 8 and 8 and 8, and I never gained any weight. And I was like, what happened?
You're talking about tapeworms.
Tapeworm.
Well, the thing about tapeworms.
But then I think slowly but surely.
No, it kills you. You're not getting any nutrients. You're starving. You're eating and eating and eating, but you're starving. Like it's not a hot new diet.
And then I think you dump it out.
Yeah, well, that's the way to do it.
I think you kill it inside of you, and then you have to take and shit it out.
This might be fake, but I think what you do is ways to get rid of a tapeworm. I believe what you do is you put a bowl of, I've heard this, you put a bowl of milk on the ground.
No, you don't.
I mean this. And
they go to the milk?
Squat over it.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Tapeworms go to the milk?
They go to the milk.
I think this is an Italian.
And that you have to fish it out.
No.
Here we go. All right. Fastest way to get rid of tapeworms. No, well, this is just medication. That's dumb.
No, it's not.
No,
medication.
Bowl of milk. Way to get rid of tapeworm.
See, this is why the world's so stupid.
How do you get using tapeworms using milk? Okay, here we go. This is on Quora, which is, know that this is, and it's just as good as Yahoo Answers, which means it's real, right?
First of all, you want to name the tapeworm. So it's
Terry
the tapeworm. And you need to give it autonomy and recognize that it's a sentient being and say thank you for eating all those cupcakes.
This says you can't eradicate parasites with milk. Fuck you.
Even Quora says you can't do that.
How do you get rid of them? That's milkworms.
If it's too stupid for Quora.
No, there's something. I've seen this thing where a guy squatted over. I want to say it was beets. It was like soup. And then the tapeworm crawls out of you looking for the soup.
Yeah, buddy, I don't think that was a medical video.
I'm not a fucking, again, if you looked up how to get rid of tapeworms and it led you to this podcast, this is not real. You know what I mean? It's not real. The way you get rid of tapeworms is that you tape up their little faces, you feed them a bunch of Xanax so that they sleep so you can go out at night, and then you take their dead body, put it in the trunk of your car, drive around until it smells, and then you leave it someplace else. Yeah,
that's a squirrel, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how you get rid of a tapeworm.
The old Casey Anthony. By the way, fuck Peacock. They don't like. They gave all of our money to Casey Anthony.
I mean, they did. We know
were
this
like
for
so
a fact.
close to getting a show, and then they were like, "Nah, give it to Casey Anthony. She murdered her child."
I made it through approximately 7 minutes of the new special. I would just truly, and I will say this. I'm being neutral for a second. If you truly want to know what her point of view is, she says all the same shit in her trial coverage, which is on YouTube. So don't give Peacock the clicks.
Yeah.
If you want to see what her perspective is, it's already out there, and it's just another opportunity for her to make money off a story she already told. And if she was innocent, she wouldn't have done the documentary.
Absolutely.
I'm just putting that out there. If you're innocent, you want this shit to go away, you want to live your life in Fort Lauderdale, you want to be like, I'm so sorry about my daughter.
Well, she was just at that big party. You saw her at the concert, right?
Oh, yeah.
She was on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, also, Henry, just sticking in the medical realm, I
almost stayed entirely neutral.
You did almost, yeah.
Live from your grave.
This holiday season, if you're looking for a unique gift that inspires curiosity, travel, and culture, give the gift of Babbel, the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. With Babbel, you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, and you can start having real-life conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel lessons were created by over 150 language experts and voiced by real native speakers, not computers. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. I love Babbel because it's helped me understand different cultures and different languages, and it's great when you're eating at fancy restaurants. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/left. That's babbel.com/left for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website platform that helps you stand out online. Yes, that's right. You don't have to smash your face with a hammer. You can just start a business. It's got everything you need on Squarespace, from securing your domain to building a professional site and showcasing your work all in one place. Let's say you want to show everybody how you can carve your ribs out of your lower abdomen so that you look more like a Ken doll. That's amazing. You can bring your vision to life with AI-powered design or curated templates, plus flexible editing tools that helps you create something that truly reflects your style, especially if you are somebody that is trying to corrupt the young men of America. That's what Squarespace is really going to help you. Squarespace makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to put all that together, and you just go to Squarespace and do it all. Thanks, Braden. Head to squarespace.com/left for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code LEFT to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Summer means freedom. And for adults, summer means work next to freedom. But thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale, it can almost feel like the work is playtime for the adults. Right now, all of Mint's plans are $15 per month, even unlimited. Free yourself from big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. It's so well connected, I could call from anywhere. Deep from well within my bunker, where my AI-fueled robots slowly but surely toil for me, but I know for a fact I'm saving money on my phone plan. Or up above, where I'm training all of my giant Amazon female warriors who will fight in bulletproof mesh. Also, honestly, Mint Mobile's really cheap and it's really reliable, so you should use it. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's mintmobile.com/LPOTL. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/LPOTL. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment of $45 per 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
Hey there, all you Quinceaholics. Oh, I feel so good. I got the breeze coming through my linen pants and my linen shirt. Oh, it's too hot for my cashmere sweater. Thank God I got this wonderful undershirt and sunglasses to keep my eyeballs safe from the radiation of a star that's trying to kill all of us. I digress. Listen. Quince has got anything you need. They're going to help you out. They're going to change your life. You like simple, plain, good-looking clothes with high-quality fabrics? Quince your hiney. Get in there. Take care of yourself. Be good to you and dress like a prince when you're wearing your Quince. I got a silver chain. Woo! Doctor, I got a silver chain. It looks great. You can get anything you want. They have gold bars. All right, you want to buy a gold bar? Quint's got a gold bar. All right, you go get that for yourself. You treat yourself nice and you dress even better. Upgrade your everyday. Go to quince.com/last for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/last for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/last.
I can totally see you doing this.
What?
You're old. You're in a hospital bed.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Beep.
love it. Okay.
Beep.
Yep. Oh, God, what's that fucking... Oh, God, I can't
A
sleep.
72-year-old woman in Germany has been arrested after she allegedly twice switched off her hospital roommate's ventilator because she was annoyed by the sound it made.
I mean, that's just straight up.
I can totally fucking see you doing this.
Well, I have no real problems with noise. I have no problems with noise, really, as much as I have problems with light, right? Like, I need a pitch black room to sleep in.
Yes, I agree.
Right? I'm like that. But it's hard because you know that it's fake, right?
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, God.
What?
Side stories, helpingotl@gmail.com.
What are you wrong about?
That it doesn't make the beep noise when you die, when you code. I believe it goes silent, and then the beep goes into the other room where the nurses are.
Well, there must have been some fucking noise.
She was probably
the 72-year-old. No, she was not even an orgasm.
No, that's just old people noises.
The 72-year-old biddy.
I'm sick of these Zoomers with their abortions.
She couldn't handle it. And she said, you know what? I'm just going to go turn that machine off. But it turns out that was a ventilator. And the person did it twice. And I think they were like, don't turn that off again.
Say,
she's
hey,
like,
stop it. She's dying. Every single time you do that, she saw heaven for a couple minutes.
Yes.
Right? So, like, which is actually kind of nice because at least she knows it's coming. So she can go, you shut it off, and she's like, and then she goes to the pearly gates and shit, and finally, click it back on, shoot, back to this fucking horrible mess of a body.
But I was hanging out with Tupac.
Yeah.
So it was 8 p.m. And the lady said she felt disturbed by the noise coming from the oxygen device. So she cut it off, right? And then the suspect was informed by the hospital staff that the oxygen supply was a vital measure.
Very much.
You can imagine.
It's oxygen. Yeah. It's not, it's not like, it's not Arby's sauce.
But then she is said to have, well, that might be mandatory also. Then she is said to have switched it off again. At 9 p.m., the patient was 79 years old, and she still required intensive care. The suspect was brought before a judge before being taken to jail. But what are you going to do?
How old's the suspect?
72. I actually feel like when they're both in their 70s, there's something where it's like geriatrics just have a different way of doing stuff.
I mean, they got free love. They got free love. Marriage don't matter anymore because most of the time they're all dead.
Well, absolutely.
Right? You got to be, well, you know what? It's different because we've also differed on this before where, I mean, and this is not just because of your past, where it's like, I do believe that, like, I don't care if you're 99, get that Nazi, put him in jail. I want him to die.
I don't think we've really disagreed too much with it.
But I mean, like, in terms of they're that old, I don't care that it took so long to get him. Like, put him in fucking jail. So something like this is like, the thing about that 72-year-old is that you know for a fact this is not the first time that person's been a total fucking mega bitch. Right?
No, I'm sure she's not. I mean, she is a
difficult human being.
She just likes her silence.
Well, do you think she's going to get silenced in jail?
Well,
it's a lot of people going like, old. It's like, oh, you people singing their old spirituals and guys working out going, women scissoring each other all night.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens there. But I don't know, because I also feel like she might be in old lady jail. And then old lady jail, you just sit there, you knit. It might be more peaceful than this hospital, but won't she just go back to a hospital? Because obviously she had to be there.
Yeah, I think she go back in jail. No, I think it's just normal
isn't it
jail.
Also, if it's okay, but also she's paying good money to be there. Oh, this is Germany. Maybe they have like it's all state health care.
Yeah, it's all paid for.
But nonetheless,
she committed murder.
It's expensive to be, and the person's still alive. It's expensive.
For
the state to be there.
I misread this. I thought that they died.
No, they're just like back in intensive care. They're not doing good, because she kept on being like, maybe you'll die now. And they're like they wanted the oxygen, But I also think maybe the hospital could have been like, this bitch really don't like that sound. Can we find another room for her?
I mean, I feel like now we're bending over backwards. We're changing all these people around for this fucking bitch.
Just wheel them. Wheel them around. I've seen Exorcist 3.
Also, man, welcome to life. All right?
She's 72 years old, dude.
Yeah, well, guess what? You should be used to noises by now.
No, right? But she's used to complaining about them.
I know, but that's the thing. You should be used to noises at this point. You're 72 years old.
I mean, I think over time, you become less adapting to change noises that you don't like. I mean, she could have just played Murder, She Wrote a little bit louder. I don't know. She's German.
I weirdly think that as I get older, I'm just going to get more like, I don't know. I might like suck a dick when I'm 80.
That'll be great for you.
I feel like I'm like
Lemon
open
party.
up, like all the way up, like open all the way up. Like once it gets to the point where like who gives a shit, like because you don't care what you look like anymore. That's kind of nice. You don't give a fuck about like. I mean, look at me. I'm always like, I'm always at the hot spots with the celebrities. I'm always at the height of fashion, and the idea of letting that pressure go. You know, like finally not having to be the coolest guy in the room, the hottest property on the lot.
You're like the height of 10-year-old fashion. 10-year-old's fashion.
I dressed like the 13-year-old me wanted to dress, but my parents would let me because we were on a very strict budget.
Be the 13-year-old you always wanted to be, even if you're almost 40.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at boobies fucking every single second I can get at it because I remember when there was no internet.
Well, that's
but I'm
fantastic.
just saying, I feel like as you get older, you can always do the opposite. That's what I hope. I hope that by the time I'm 80, I'm so fucking groovy. You know, like whatever, man. Fucking show me your pubes. Excellent.
Absolutely. We'll have a good time with it. It sounds like you'll be getting detained for different reasons when you're in your 70s.
No.
But this woman, anyway, she's facing a series of charges. But I don't know. Again, they're in their 70s. I think you let them have it because I remember grumpy old men. And you watch grumpy old men or grumpier old men.
Grumpier.
And they're both. It's both.
I do know. I mean, but I actually kind of like grumpier. Because you
love them both.
Because which one's with Sophia Loren? Who's
I believe that's the first one. I think so. And
no, the Anne Margaret was the first one, who's also she was hot
beautiful.
in that movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to find a see. That's my problem. It's well, anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But it's nice when they age.
You want to do the 3-hour-long show of us listing our problems?
Yeah,
like what's wrong with
nice
us
when you project like what's someone going to look like in 50 years? You know, and you're like, still kind of hot, and then you're happy.
We got to look at the mom.
So anyway, there was a well, let's move on. There was a cop. You want to do this? This story is actually really fucking scary.
Yes, we have a very scary story, and we have a more innocent story that I'm emailing you right now, Kissel. You can see this innocent story, but yes, let's cover this dangerous story first. Now, my main thing here is, right, the main message to this story is going to say, it's like, you got to watch what your children do.
You do.
You got to watch what they do. You got to fucking, I'm like this, and I've said this before. If I ever had a child, I'm going to be so far up their fucking ass. Like there's going to be cameras in the room. I'm going to fucking make
horrible.
sure. I'm not going to be cameras in the room. I can't see their penises. I don't want to. You only see your child's genitalia once.
I would do.
At the very top.
I would do one ring cam outside the front door.
Well, I'd go through their stuff. I'd go through all their properties, right? Yeah. I'd go through all their, like, as soon as they left, I'd go through all their closets.
I feel like it's really bizarre because I've heard people putting a bunch of camera. I mean, obviously, you know, for security.
I don't like, Natalie and I both don't like, we don't have cameras inside the house. We're not saying that shit.
That's what got Aaron Hernandez busted there because he walked into his own home, the former tight end for the New England Patriots.
Is that how we're remembering him? Is it like we're doing the O.J. Simpson thing with him where we're going to do the thing
and murderer? I think he killed a man named Lewis. And then, of course, he killed himself because he thought that then his family would get the money that he had. But then that was not the case. I know. But anyway, he walked into his own home and gave all the evidence basically because he had his gun. He's like, "Oh, look at my gun!" And
yes.
Anyway, so
never don't narc on yourself.
No.
Now, there's a guy named Austin Lee Edwards who is a recently ordained police officer. Is that what you call it?
I don't
know what the term is, but he was in Virginia. He was 28 years old. He posed online as a teenager in order to, quote unquote, this is like he uses the word, I use the word groom in this way quite correctly. This is a young girl who was the age of 15 years. She was 15 years old. And he did the whole thing. He pretended to be a 17-year-old. He talked with her online. There's no real information as to how he got to know her right now. I haven't found any of that yet. But
it was just on one of these chat rooms, I think. Also, he's 28, right?
Yes.
I feel like you got to be 36 to be president. You should have to be over 30 to become a police officer.
Oh,
you know how aggravating that is, especially as we get older? You get pulled over by a fucking 19-year-old.
By a child.
And you're just like, I know so much more than you. You get 6 weeks of training. That's all.
Well, that's just
And
us.
now you can kill me?
Wait till we're like 70 and literally everyone is younger than you. Then it's got to be. That is the one thing it does get frustrating. Which is why I'm going to be sucking dick and licking butt and fucking doing DMT and shit.
We've all seen the footage, but I just feel like at least if they're 30, they might have a family. They know what a mortgage is. They know what like taxes are. Well, you know. At least there's something. But
also most serial killers start operating when they're 30 as well. So then you could also turn those genes could turn on and now you got a badge. Isn't that great? It might have happened quite often. We don't really know. So he went, he groomed this girl. He basically love bomber the whole thing. And he said, I want to come and meet you. And then he, as a 28-year-old, he shows up at this girl's house. He kills her mother, who's a single mother at home, kills her mother, kills her grandparents that also lived in the home, set fire to the home, and then left with the girl. Now, he was caught because a neighbor called seeing because this
massive house fire?
Yes. And then, she saw a distressed girl because now it's in this whole thing, right? They're going to tear this part of the case 6 ways from Sunday, talking about did she go willingly? Is this kind of like how we got to the end of the Charles Starkweather series? And we said you're so afraid, because they're saying she might not have had a gun to her head, right? Whatever. But if you're so afraid, and this man showed up, who's a trained police officer who is taking you, he may not even need a gun to take you. Because now it's also the Charles Starkweather sunken time and dependency thing too of he's killed your parents.
Yes, you're fucked, dude.
Your whole family's been wiped out. This dude that you're with is now the only person that you know in this room. So it's all fucked up, right?
Well, she's 15. She didn't go with him willingly. She had no idea what the fuck she was doing.
And so so they found him. The cops, they saw a girl go unwillingly. They said that it looked like she was under duress. And so then they saw the fire. They called the police. They finally got him up. After a police chase. This is in Riverside, California. And then he blew his brains out in the car. The girl is unharmed.
The girl is good. I mean, she did lose her mother and her grandparents.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say psychologically.
And then, she did see this man shoot himself in the head. Although I will say, one of the things about Los Angeles is the police chases. I watched one yesterday on Local News 5. And it was a white truck. It was a utility truck, and there were 5 people in it. They all looked to be around 19 to 20 years old.
Those are the ones who do it, impetuous youths.
My goodness gracious. Everyone's like, oh, there's just 2 people in there. It was a tiny car. And then there was a total of 5. It was like a clown car.
That's how we used to drive.
But you watch it, man, and the guy ends up taking a turn. He skids out, and then boom, the chase is over. But in this case, the chase ended with this guy blowing his brains out. But that is one fun thing that you can watch when you move out here.
I mean, we'll do. You know what?
Police chases.
One day, what we'll do. There's another episode I want last podcast to do. Have you ever heard anything about the North Hollywood bank shootout?
Oh my god! Yeah, where they were dressed like furnaces.
Yeah. It's
dude.
sweet.
That's why they got all the guns. It was so bad, as a matter of fact, they had to go to the cops had to go to a gun store and be like, "Give us your best stuff." And ever since then, they've been armed to the teeth.
Yeah, it seems that it set off a precedent that it's not been good for the rest of them.
That video, if you haven't seen it, it is fucking nuts, dude. Because they end up pinging the one dude in the shin. That was the first injury, I think.
Yeah, that's how they got him.
But literally, they were wearing
full body armor.
1,500 pounds of steel.
Have you seen the picture of this cop?
No, let's see this guy.
Look at this fucking insult. Look at
He's such a cop.
He is just so gross.
He's got the big head. He's got the real landing strip chin. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
He's got preemie face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's weird when a guy has a full fetus head, but he looks like fucking what's his name? Elephant Man, not Elephant Man. He looks like from friggin'
Ron Howard's
Eraserhead, but the baby.
Eraserhead.
But then apparently what he did was that he had just purchased a home for $80,000 in Virginia.
In Virginia,
yeah, and I think he blacked out the windows to his home.
Oh my god! So he's gonna make a torture dungeon.
Oh yeah, it was gonna be a whole thing. And they caught him going. He was wearing this weird trench coat to hide when he was signing up for utilities and shit. Yeah, he was gonna make it a murder house. Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. Wow, there was just also that case we covered a couple of weeks ago where that person. Oh god. Anyway, that's horrible. According to Michelle Blandon, she says, "Parents, please know your child's online activity." Absolutely. So,
I mean, again, you can't blame the child for this.
You know what I would do?
They get ripped up.
No, you don't. That's why you have parenting. But I would give I say, you know what, kid? What I used to do. Porno mags.
Well,
because that's the only reason that the kid needs to really be online.
Oh, no, they like the games.
No, they can have a PlayStation.
Yeah, it's true.
But you can meet people on PlayStation too, but it's just not quite as
you meet people
quite as nasty.
Sina Ghaznavi.
You meet smart people.
Because Sina does yell at you. If you do play Call of Duty, you will eventually meet Sina Ghaznavi. He's on there, and he is vicious on that headset.
Absolutely. So that's what I would say. So you get cherry like everybody else, and you pick through some of the nasty photos, and you find what you like. But you're not looking on that GD computer, and you're not getting a fucking smartphone. These things are I'm not getting.
I can't wait to get rid of this goddamn smartphone. I can't wait to do it. I hate it. Except I love Google Maps.
I like it for our little stories here so we can thumb through. But other than that,
I want to send you this thing. Also in Idaho, very strange, mysterious, unidentified booms. These are one of these things that I like, because this is like high strangeness adjacent. Like I love the phantom noises. We've done these before. People have heard these giant booms in the sky. That style, it sounds really crazy. It sounds like an explosion. And here's another one. And I want to play the audio of it so that you guys can hear that it was recorded. Which is, this is why I think this one's different than the other ones that I've seen. It's because someone actually caught it and they don't know where the fuck this noise came from. Now, this came from Kootenai County. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
I'm sure you nailed it.
Oh, yeah. And this is in Idaho, North Idaho. There we go. And I'm going to play this noise out loud for you.
What is going on in Idaho?
You hear that boom?
Oh, I've been to the bathroom before, my friend. That's what that sounds like to me.
It was crazy. They said it was, and they said they felt it too. They felt the explosion everywhere. There is no. They thought that maybe there was at a train. It was an explosion at a train yard, but they couldn't find that. I got this through.
The sheriff said that they said it was a sonic boom.
But they're just saying that.
Well, but that's the information we have.
But you would need. The problem is that they're saying. They have concluded that it was likely, quote unquote, a sonic boom related to aviation or space, but we need the flight patterns. What's going fast?
You're going to want to get the
flight
patterns on that one.
Shut up.
Yeah, you're going to want to get the flight patterns there.
But no, you want to, we don't know if there were the planes that can make the sonic booms.
Sonic boom.
Because I think, what planes make sonic boom?
Oh, I think a whole bunch of them make the sonic boom. Well, either way,
what
isn't
jets
that
make
exciting?
Sonic booms? Right, because there's the F-22 does it, F-15, but again, they would have to be strafed because they also felt it down on the ground. They don't know what the fuck happened. It is. If you have any sort of experience with a phantom boom, sidestorieslpotl@gmail.com. I love that type of shit. They didn't know where it came from. And again, we don't know. We don't know, Kissel.
We simply do not know.
But do you see how they also revealed that new top secret plane? I believe called the B-21 bomber.
I did see that. Yes.
The B-21. And that was what was probably seen in the surveillance footage that dude that was doing the Area 51 website. That's kind of the postulate is that that's why he was arrested, is that he revealed that before it was no longer top secret.
It's not nearly as fun as the B-52 plane.
No.
Because they're always partying and having a good time.
Oh, you're talking about Love Shack.
Love Shack? Yes.
I always kind of had a crush on that one woman with the big beehive.
Yes, gorgeous.
I liked her.
Moving on, in Arizona, thank God this man has been caught. His name is Samuel Bateman.
Oh, no, change. Can you please tell me his middle name?
It's it's what was it? It's I believe it's Rapey.
It's Rapidly.
It's Rapidly.
Rapidly is the way you say it. It's how you say it, but you'd say but it's more of an adjective for what his activity was like. Rapidly. Because he was, of course, he is a boutique cult leader that is a part of a fringe group that is a side to the fundamental church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He's a fake Mormon. And he just got busted with 3 of his child brides in a U-Haul truck with a fake living room put inside of it. That a TV set, and it had a couch in it, and they were forced to shit in a bucket, and he was trafficking them across state lines. And it's looking like he has something like 20 child brides. One might be his own daughter.
Yes. Authorities found 3 girls between the ages of 11 and 14 in the trailer of a U-Haul. It had a makeshift toilet. And couch, camping chairs, no ventilation.
Apparently what he did is that he was in his car where he had his revelation that he needed to have brides.
What a revelation. Whoa, I just got hit with it. Whoa.
But he was in the car. This is really disgusting. He was in the car with his daughter and his former wife, right? And he turned to his new daughter.
I mean, by wife, it's another 10-year-old.
No. This is before he became a polygamous cult leader.
Okay.
What he was saying to his daughter was you had that dream that I'm your husband. We can make that real, where your father can be one. Don't you want to be a wife to your father?
That's so disgusting.
Yeah, it's not good. And then the wife was didn't like it.
Yeah, I would think that would be a problem.
She took the daughter, but then he's now been finding a way. But now, that's what he's been doing. He's been building up this group of children that he just loves.
And believe it or not, of course he doesn't. He hates them, and he's a predator. But
he's not good. The guy.
He was a one of the most trusted followers of the now imprisoned leader, Warren Jeffs.
No way!
Yes, but Jeff.
What?
I know.
No!
But
I thought Warren had such good taste in people.
No, indeed he's not. Hopefully he's getting absolutely destroyed in prison. I'm sure he is, but apparently Jeffs recently denounced Bateman. In a written revelation,
in 2023, can we no longer use the word denounce or rebuke?
Denouncing.
Can we just, because that is just the dumbest, like, it's just like, what a creep, as he says there with like girl's panties wrapped around his fucking glasses. It's like, what a creep. At least I married him first.
Yeah, his name is Samuel Rapey Lee Bateman.
Yeah, he did his whole life. And, he was born how he lived,
so
just like that. But yeah, he's saying that what he would do
only
is
faces, if convicted, Bateman only faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. But on each federal
look at the
charge,
Duggars, man. Look into what happened with Josh Duggar and
God.
I can't believe how little jail time he got. It's the same thing, man. Listen, if you want to know more about the Duggars and this whole community, listen to Someplace Underneath. Natalie and Amber do a full deep dive into this whole community.
I'm happy that they take the lead on that stuff.
I
don't want to know about the Duggar family because that's 18 and holding, right? 18 and counting.
18.
That was the reality show.
No,
but then they got up to like 20 some kids.
It's not good. It's just like maybe there should be a cap.
Maybe, but there was that other reality couple, the Chrisleys.
Well, there's the Chrisleys. They are now in jail too. It seems to be a running theme. But yeah, he's a bad guy. And he said that he could magically reinstall hymens. Using the power of God. Isn't that nice?
Well,
isn't that nice? God takes him. He wakes up every day. He gives somebody else new aids. He figures out a new way to hide the chupacabra.
That's
and
nice.
Then he fucking puts all these hymens back in these child brides. God, how do you do it? He must get up early.
Yeah, I don't know
because he's a big guy. Him and The Rock. I wonder what God's workout routine's like.
I don't think that he would really have to if he was real. But anyway, there you go. So that's disgusting. And thank God that man has been arrested. And hopefully he spends the rest of his days behind bars.
Yeah, I hope at least a bunch of them. And then when he's in jail, hopefully then somebody fixes it.
Rise from your grave.
This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. It's so important to remember with the busyness of the holidays, every holiday, Arbor Day, that day about the planet, President's Day. There's so many things to adapt to in this life, and it doesn't follow a perfect plan. God, ruins the whole weekend. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, it can be a space to pause, reevaluate, and adjust to any unexpected changes. With over 30,000 therapists worldwide, BetterHelp is one of the leading online therapy platforms, having served millions of people globally. BetterHelp makes it easier to fit therapy into your routine. You're in good hands, too. BetterHelp therapists have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of hands-on experience, and hold all required education, training, and certifications. It's easy to do, and the help is better over there. You don't have to navigate life's changes alone. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/lastpod. That's betterhelp.com/lastpod. Is there anything better than a summer evening outdoors? Enjoy your space to the fullest with new greenery from Fast Growing Trees. I love a big, thick bush. Fast Growing Trees is America's largest, most trusted online nursery, and they can send me a big, thick bush any time of the day. It arrives at work. It arrives at my car. I can pinpoint on a Google map where it is. Send me a big, thick, brown bush. And they send it immediately when they have it, because sometimes the shaver comes to town. I remember one time I ordered a cherrywood tree from Fast Growing Trees, and my God, I couldn't cut it down, no matter what my father told me to do. I had to lie to him about it, and next thing you know, I became the first president of the United States of America. And even you can become the first president of the United States of America with Fast Growing Trees. Right now, get up to half off select summer planning essentials, plus get an additional 20% off your first purchase with code LEFT at checkout. That's an additional 20% off at fastgrowingtrees.com with code LEFT at checkout. Offer is valid for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. In the United States of America, there's a break-in every 26 seconds. That means somewhere, right now, an intruder is getting closer. The problem is most security systems only alert you after a break-in has already started. That's too late. Choose SimpliSafe to secure your home. Using the Outdoor Camera Series 2 and advanced AI alerts, SimpliSafe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them, stopping crimes before it starts. That's real peace of mind. They've got a really great security system that makes sure people don't get in your house or it makes a big noise. And to me, that's a big deal for me, is that it protects all of our yelling with a siren in our studio, which is one of the most important things that can be protected. I don't care if thieves come and kidnap us. I don't care if marauders come and steal our staff and bring them to another country against their will. As long as our words aren't affected, as long as our precious data isn't affected. And SimpliSafe does that. And for that, I say, God bless you, SimpliSafe. God bless you. God bless you, SimpliSafe. God bless you. Experience greater peace of mind with SimpliSafe, now available with an exclusive discount for our listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/LPOTL. That's half off at simplisafe.com/LPOTL. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Well, just lastly for me, a dude, he was a tree trimmer. He died, and it's very sad.
Great, Kissel. I love the way that we just end the episode on all the sad stuff.
Yes. So a local tree trimmer contractor was doing some work, right? And then one of the employees became. He was like, "Oh, what's going on here? Let me do this." Anyway, long story short, he fell into a wood chipper.
I mean, again, it's Christmas. Technically, that's horrible. A fun thing in a way. If this was a scene from a Christmas-based horror movie, it would be kind of fun. It's like you're sitting inside and you're looking to see the guy go, oh, like, about to fall off the roof. He falls into the wood chipper, squirts all his fucking, his guts all over the house. Parents come home, they think it's all fun, new Christmas decorations.
Well, it's not Halloween.
That's kind of fun. They go, that's the idea. It's why can't we put some Halloween into Christmas?
Joseph Joey Wesley Minar, 46, working at the home there in Owensboro. Yeah, and then he just fell.
He just fell in a wood chipper.
You never know how you're going to go, though. Well, I never know.
You know how you know that you know how your wood chipper related incidents go up?
Oh.
The more you dangle above them.
Yeah, that was my only question.
You just really got to be very careful with these things.
He's putting the lights on there. I don't know why they were like, let's put the wood chipper here.
It's because you're trying to get it all done in one go, man. You're trying to, I'm one of those. I get all the groceries in one go. I don't care how difficult it is. I don't care that literally my pants fall down if I have two things in my hands.
Yeah.
All right. I know that I'm already here. The neighbors, if they want to see me with my pants around my ankles, fucking get in line.
It is kind of funny. All right, because you fall down, you have all your milk all spills all over you.
I get it. It's a fun time. It's a fun time to watch a man bumble things.
Foul play is not suspected, but
no, yeah, of course not. No, he just fell in the wood chipper. He died like Clark Griswold, and it's going to happen to us because that is how more men. I believe it's between the ages of 35 and 50 die over heart disease,
falling over,
fucking accidents, home accidents. You got to be real careful. All right, because you've seen it. How many times, Kissel? Honestly.
I fell this year. This year has been horrible.
Yeah, you really got hurt. You really, really got hurt. And I've done those where you've just been like, whoa, I almost fell in the street. Just then, got tripped over a thing.
Yeah.
Almost fell into traffic where you definitely would have been dead.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
especially in New York. It used to happen more when you were walking so much. All right, well, let's do Hero of the Week.
All right.
Hero of the Week. Grandmothers. Who doesn't love them?
My grandmother was actually a terrible woman.
Well, my grandmother one was very nice and one was kind of mean. The irony is the one that was nice was the German one. The one that was mean with Lutheran.
Yes, well, it makes sense.
But she was still kind of fun. She called my little brother chipmunk because she hated chipmunks. Or was it squirrel? I think it was squirrel.
Yeah, she was the difficult one.
She was. She would force all the men to drink so she could have sex with them. But anyway, this grandmother, her name is Cheryl Skidaus. She's in her 70s. And you know these kids, what do they like? Superhero movies. So she was filmed watching all the Marvel superhero movies in a marathon. It included 30 films. And she was taking notes the whole time. And she was taking notes so she could relate to her children.
For Marvel.
So
this is just
Cheryl
Disney,
from Gainesville.
This is more Disney propaganda.
She has 13 grandkids.
The grandparents from that should be a Pixar movie. But from the grandparents from Up would have no one would have cared.
They don't have any grandkids. They had a miscarriage. That was the entire fucking beginning of that movie, which is why he liked the short fat kid that came to his house.
I know.
Thank God that turned out as good as it did. Technically, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, because if Up was about his erection.
Okay, there we go. So they got 13 grandkids, ages 6 to 22. And she was like, I want to relate to them. And so she said, I'm going to take notes and watch all of the Marvel movies.
She should have taught them about the history of systemic racism.
She could have as well, but don't you learn that a little bit through the films? She just finished 2017 Spider-Man's Homecoming, where her notes are revealed in one clip. She says, according to Jackson, her favorite film so far is Thor because, quote, the actor is hot. The family loves it, he said.
I just can't believe how much shill, how deep a shill this grandmother is.
We all think Gran is getting the recognition she deserves for being an amazing grandmother because they put her taking notes on TikTok. Like,
no, they're gonna bring her to. She's gonna go into some comic book forum. She's gonna end up saying something, being like, "Well, superheroes should be white." Or like someone's gonna come out and we're like, well, grandma, let's take those notes. Oh, it was cute when you had these notes, huh? Move her away from the cameras, just being like, I got something to say about the Jews. And be like, grandma, let's just stick to Iron Man.
Well, isn't she timely then? Isn't she timely? So this is her Spider-Man note. She says, Homecoming, date Liz, is the Vulture's daughter. Vulture threatens to kill Peter. Ned helps. Superman.
She could just go, again, not to be anything, but you can also just go on Wikipedia and get the plot.
Yeah. But then she says Spider-Man trapped in collapsed building. And then she says, in quotes, if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it. That was a quote. And then she says, Vulture takes over Stark plane, battles with Spider-Man. Explosion.
This is just
Spider-Man saves
Liz.
You
clumsily reading the scattered notes of an ancient woman. Like this is not radio.
It is radio.
Look
at those notes.
Spider-Man, yeah, sure. I don't even think she wrote this.
Well, it looks like she did because
I think fucking Robert Downey Jr. wrote
difficult to read.
It does, honestly. The letters are very big.
Yes. All right, everyone. So you're the hero of the week. This grandmother, Cheryl Skidos. There you go.
That's fine.
Isn't that nice?
It's whatever.
13 grandkids.
I mean,
I always wondered what it would be like to have a big family like that.
She had a big pussy. You should actually really go out there and just sample some.
I know. I got to start seeding soon.
Oh, God.
That's what they say.
Oh, God. I can't deal with the Nick Cannon drama.
No, I don't want to.
You balancing all of your side families.
No, it'll be all one. It's going to, whatever.
Here we go. Let's try for some listener emails. I grew up in a rural Arizona town noted for hauntings and paranormal activity. Now, I'm no stranger to oddities and things that go bump in the night. When I got older, I moved to the city. I lived in a fairly normal urban life. Recently, however, with the rise of prices and rentals, my family got driven out to the rural suburbs surrounding the city.
Oh, sorry about that. That fucking sucks.
Hey, man, suburbs are nice. You get in there, you know what I mean?
Is that where they want to be?
I don't know. Now, specifically, the place we are renting now is so far outside the city to the south of the south of me is just a giant field of corn. Tall, stately, waving corn.
I love it.
When we moved in, I used to joke with my wife that the corn was calling me. That one day I would just drive out into the corn and never come back. I get it. It was all in good fun. But as time passed, I felt myself more and more drawn to the corn forever.
He's getting drawn to the corn, huh?
It was always in the back of my mind like an itch between your shoulder blades that you can't scratch. Like the I want my Gucci.
Why are you bringing back? I don't even care about Megan. No diss. I don't even care. Whatever. She can do whatever she wants. But why are you listening to it?
I'm just saying. I never chose to listen to the song one time.
Okay.
It's like corn.
Go to the corn.
I would be driving home and I'd pass the turnoff for the corn. And almost turn and just drive out to the field. I couldn't explain it. It was a compulsion. Finally, one day, I did just that. I was on my way home early and I had a bit of time to burn, so I decided I would just drive out to the corn.
Drive out to the corn.
See what's what. See what's going on.
Yeah, why not?
Take a look at this corn, right? But think about this corn. I'm with you. I get it.
Yeah,
right?
It's okay.
When I turned off the main road into a scraggly dirt road that ran straight as an arrow through the middle of the cornfield, and I drove until all I could see was corn on every side, and the road headed off into the horizon. Now I stopped.
Yeah.
And I got out, and it felt right. Right? It felt like this is where I should be. All right. Now, I don't really remember what happened next too clearly, but I do recall driving up to our townhouse and realizing the sun had gone down.
Wow.
So I had been gone for at least an hour. Right. My wife demanded to know where I had been, as she had tried to call and text and I hadn't answered. And when I told her that I had went to the corn, she thought I was pulling her leg and she got really angry.
Oh, that sounds fun.
She refused to believe I'd spent an hour or two just standing in the corn, ignoring my phone. It does sound like you're also using side stories to cover your affair.
It might be.
Like, this is all you're trying to create a whole system.
It's only
here
an hour.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, also, isn't it nice to just be unavailable?
You also live in the suburbs now. You get one affair a year.
Yes, because you have to. Because everybody
else to do.
Just know that if you're fucking, your wife's got to fuck too. Everybody's got to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I do recall clear as a bell, though, was that a few weeks later, I was lying in bed. It being the weekend, I had nothing planned, so I was awake but not getting up, just sort of relaxing, when suddenly I had a blinding pain in my head. Like someone had punched me in the sinuses. I couldn't see. My whole world was just pain. I curled into a ball and I was screaming. My wife told me that for hours I just lay there screaming in pain, my nose bleeding constantly, clutching my head. And it wasn't until about 4 p.m. that day that it had stopped, as mysteriously as it had begun. Like flicking a light switch, suddenly there was no more pain. I could see again and my nose stopped bleeding. We knew between COVID and other things that we shouldn't take anything for granted. So I got dressed up for us to go to the ER or urgent care. We got a sitter for the kids, and we stepped outside, and I could finally see it. All the way to the horizon, the entire cornfield, it had been knocked down. Harvesters had come in and stripped all the corn, and all that was left were just some sad broken stalks and empty dirt. Talking to
farmers.
Neighbors.
They're just farmers.
No. Corn rapists, right? Talking to neighbors. Now, we confirmed they started right around the time my fit started, and it obviously just finished up. We went to the ER, and they did a CAT scan and an MRI and other imaging and told me that they couldn't find anything. But if it came back, right, to go straight to the ER while it was happening to schedule a follow-up with my doctor. Nothing came of it. And you went by and they replanted the corn.
Yeah,
but now whenever I drove
farm.
past, no. It's a corn rehabilitation center.
It's okay.
But now, whenever I drive past or think of the corn, instead of a compulsion to go into the fields, I get a deep dread and loathing. I want to hurry home as humanly fast as humanly possible.
Great.
I couldn't even force myself to turn into the corn.
Couldn't even do that. Not even
as a test.
Yeah, look at that. All right. Reminds me of the beginning of that one film. I forget the name of it entirely.
Corn.
No,
no, there was that one that was
really good.
Corn.
Stephen
King. It was a corn-based horror film, not Children of the Corn.
No, well, Children of the Corn's fantastic.
No, it was like a field.
No, it was
not Children of the Corn.
Dead End? No, not
Corn.
End times.
10 horror movies set on farms. It wasn't that one. It was in the blades of the tall grass.
Oh yeah, that's a good one there.
That's the one you're thinking.
No, it's not. It starts.
That's the one where it's the compulsion to go out into the
No,
grass.
I'm not talking about that one though. This is the foreign film where it starts where they're in a car accident in the field, and then I believe a metal object, a saw or something comes and takes her freaking head off.
Oh, you're talking about wow, this is terrible. Again, we're just guessing things.
Dead End.
We're just saying things. It doesn't. But we forgot we're recording.
Is that it?
That is it.
All right.
If you remember what he's talking about, God help us all.
Oh, High Tension.
Yes, haute tension. It's French.
High Tension.
And you got to live out there every day knowing for a fact. Sometimes you got to follow your base impulses, right? I think it's important sometimes live your life in the moment. Go into the corn, right? Go into the corn.
If it's your corn.
No, you know what? Corn belongs to God. All right? Technically, it belongs to every Native American. So ask a Native American first. Am I allowed to go into the corn? Go into the corn, right? Is that bad? I don't know.
You can. We used to drink in cornfields all the time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. You can drink anywhere. I drink at my home.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you can't drink anywhere.
But you go out there, right? follow those compulsions. Do steroids if you want to not be natty. You're right. You can just tell people you're natty. It's not anybody's business if you're doing steroids or not. If
you
you're
have
not
to be on a
selling
cycle
supplements
with a doctor.
But it's the thing, if you're not doing supplements and telling people that you're natty for a living, right? Then you can do it all you want and get thick. I'm going to do it.
No, you're not.
I'm going to spend, again, in my 60s, I'm
You're
going to
not
get big.
going to do it.
I'm going to get, before I become gay
need.
in the 80s, I'm going to be big and muscular in the 60s.
Great.
Right? I'm going to go through every phase. I'm going to be every version of every man that's ever been.
To be honest with you, you've kind of settled on one.
It does seem to be inescapable. Yeah. It is like this. Right. And then you laugh at everybody who bought your supplements because you told them you were natty, and you laugh at them and you take their money because you don't give a fucking shit.
Well, that was the only problem.
I mean, that's the thing. And that is the problem. That is the problem, right? And you're into corn, man. Laugh about it. Did it. Live your dream.
Absolutely.
Right?
I feel like
love your corn. Love your perfectly sculpted body. You know what also with the problem with, what was the Liver King's downfall? See, he was mad at his love handles. Love your love handles.
Yeah, who cares?
Because he's saying that was his problem. That's why he got onto the cycle, was because of his love handles.
Again, it's fine that he can do whatever he wants, but he lied.
He lied.
But that's all right. We have to, I'll forgive him. The pressures of social media, huh? I think he got overwhelmed. I think he got way over his head.
He said it
He's
up.
very short.
Well, he said in the emails that he was like, I'm trying to get up to 1 million followers. I have this whole idea. He was basically said that it was all a put on.
Oh, yeah,
Not a single bit of it was natural.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he had set up a whole lifestyle to do it like this. But he did eat the liver, and he eat the stuff.
Eat that stuff.
Yeah, he does eat that stuff. But he also uses steroids.
Yeah. Anytime you're like something king, it just seems like you're getting ready for a downfall.
Yeah, Tiger King.
Yeah, Liver King.
Burger King. What's going to happen?
Well, of course, down under, it's Jack's.
You see that Papa John's getting into jiu-jitsu.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. He's getting like an anaconda.
All right, whatever keeps him from doing horrible things.
I think it's going to help him do horrible.
It might. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week. Hail yourselves.
Hail Satan.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, see. I'm going to come to your house. Why don't I come to your fucking house?
Go to the corn.
Go to the corn.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.
Nature can hide dark secrets. It's my job to unearth them. My name is Anna Pigeon.
This Friday.
I'm a law enforcement ranger. I need you to put your hands on the ground.
Don't miss USA's newest drama series.
If you even touch one hair on the park's head, I'll stop you.
Based on the best-selling books. For Anna, solving crime is second nature.
I'm not letting him get away with this.
Why do you care so much, Anna?
Someone has to.
Anna Pigeon premieres this Friday at 10 on USA Network.
Courage. I learned it from my adoptive mom. Hold my hand.
You hold my hand.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.